What is going on, everybody? It is your host with the most, your boy Ranks HTX. I'm here with the One Shot Podcast, but we're doing a little spin on it this time. You know what I'm saying? It's not me with one guest, or it's not me with another host and another guest. It's not me with one host and one guest and then another guest. No, it is four members collectively of Team Havoc we have sitting on this podcast right now. So first off the rip, the man right above me. We're going to start with him. My boy Blinks. Blinks, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? The red hoodie, it compliments me well. This is one of my favorite hoodies. Fun fact, this hoodie is like 6 years old. Don't know how it still fits me. Next up, we got my boy next to Blinks, right? He repping strong with the hat on. You know what I'm saying? He got the Christmas tree in the back. You can't see it. If you're listening to this podcast, but the Christmas tree looks amazing. My boy Mikey. How you doing today?
What's up, family?
I saw you.
I didn't know if you were going to talk about me or Shields because he's got a hat too, you know.
But I said you're repping strong though. It's the Notre Dame hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Stupid strong on this side.
Stupid strong on the
All
side.
body.
Man. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Shields. Shields, what you sipping on over there, man? What's that? I recognize that color. What you sipping
Something
on?
juicy. Something that gives me energy every single day. Something gives me focus. Something that gives me reaction time, you know? I call it
Havoc energy, free shipping, 10%
Havoc
off.
energy, even though you can't see it. It's Havoc energy. Interesting.
For sure, man. So, for today's podcast, we are going to be talking about something that literally dropped not even, well, by the time this drops, it's going to be 4 days. But currently, at the time we're recording this, it's been 3 days since the drop of Warzone 2. Now, the original Warzone made a crazy impact. Let's just be honest. We started with PUBG, we had Fortnite, but the one thing that made Warzone take off was the fact that it was Call of Duty. A first-person battle royale was something that had never been implemented in a battle royale, but was always in Call of Duty, and it's a staple of Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Having the loadouts, having the kill streaks, custom perks, stuff like that. Tacticals, lethals, specific class setups. That was what made Warzone take off and made it gain so much popularity. So now we have the second edition of it added just this week. So now I gotta ask everybody, right? Started with Blinks. Question: did the game match your expectations?
It had to sink in at the start. It wasn't. But
Okay.
the more I played, I kind of started enjoying it a bit more. But of course, they removed the loadouts, the perks.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of messed up. But if that does ever make a return, in my opinion, I think it could be better than Warzone 1.
Okay. I would like to hear that. We'd like to hear that. Mikey, next up question. Did the game match your expectations off the rip?
It's a really good question. 1, 2, I like what Blink said. I'm not going to dog it because I truly do. I really like the game. And it took a couple of days. I know it's only been out for a few days, but it took a couple of days for me to get there to where I was like, damn, I really do heavily like this game. But yeah, there's definitely things that need to change, like the looting process. I would say money needs to, rather than $100 in every building, there needs to be $500 or something. And then the loadie as well. I think that is a staple of Warzone and Call of Duty that everybody in every team looked forward to getting was your own loadout. So that, and maybe a little movement. I don't know. Again, as times progress, like the movement's grown on me in the sense of I've gotten more and more used to it to where it doesn't bother me like the way it felt in the early stages. But I do really, really like the game. And I think there's a lot of potential with what it holds as time proceeds onward. So,
for sure. Very, 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 very in-depth explanation. Very in-depth answer. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Mikey's a man of many words, many excellent words.
Tell you what, I could write a whole essay on that.
Write a whole essay. Get 110. Get 110.
We need to get a plug into Activision somewhere so we could just start letting all the recommendations fly.
Dude, imagine we had like an Activision or like Raven Software employee on a podcast, and we break down like all the stuff that they, or like how they do updates, what the plan is, why do they take out slide canceling, and what. Okay, let me stop. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like give us like an insight behind like the master mind.
Yeah,
just,
let me sleep at night, please.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So some things need some explanations,
Tell me
and I
there
need
was
to know
reason
why.
behind this, at least.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like that
would be tough, bro.
That'd
We
be
should
tough.
see if we can get that done, dog. It doesn't hurt to at least shoot out a couple of emails.
Shit, you got to
You
get
know
the
I'm
little
king of the emails.
Hey,
So
you know what I'm
start
saying?
firing them.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Elon Musk. He paid a little $8. You know what I'm saying? Hop in the DM like, hey, you know, I'm somebody. See the check. I'm like, got check mark. See the check.
Yeah, I'm in your verify tab.
Yeah. You can't miss me now, boy.
Can't miss me. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, comments.
Next up, Shields. When you first opened the game, what were your thoughts on it? You open the game, you start playing the first couple games, you're like, all right, what's your expectations off the rip?
I think everyone was scared, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they had no idea what this game would be like. No one had really a true expectation. Because of the hype, because of the situation that this game was put in, the last 3 years of bad Call of Duty, because of the last year of a bad BR map, this game was pretty much on an island. Not to put a pun to it, but it was pretty much put on an island to distinguish itself. And I think it does distinguish itself. I think it actually, the expectation was different because you go into this. I think a lot of people are shocked because a lot of people are liking it. A lot of people are liking the slower pace that this game brings to it because it has a lot of possibilities and actually a huge ceiling. I mean, I believe this is a huge sandbox that we're playing in. There's so much that we can get added to as a, in terms of a development of this game. I really like it. I think it's feeling, I told Mikey this literally day one that we were playing. I said, it's filling a gap of what Battlefield could have been.
That's so true.
Mindless. Yeah.
Y'all suck. I'm sorry. Y'all fumbled. Y'all could have done so much as I don't know.
A lot of people looking forward to that game too. Like, fumbled.
Especially, I mean, not to talk about like Battlefield, what Battlefield used to be is probably what a lot of people wish Battlefield continued to do. It's a whole different conversation. But, what Battlefield was lately was like crazy events, not cars, but like vehicles, fighter jets, etc., etc., etc. In Call of Duty, you just got kill streaks, you got a couple vehicles here and there. So it's not like Battlefield exactly, but the terrain, the openness, the ability to have high profile sniper rifles, have like tactical movements with a team. You can't just solo. You can't solo. I mean, unless you're just a godly type of person.
Yeah, and they're terrible. Yeah,
you're not going to be able to solo a squad, especially a lever. The biggest thing I saw in this game that's crazy awesome to me is like how you can be tactical with like leverage of higher ground or like talking to each other. I know we have a lot of conversations in the future about proximity chat and other things too, but I really like it. I'm excited about it because it's more or less, like I said, it's like a sandbox. There's so much that can be done.
Yeah. For sure. Now, my answer is all right. I will say yes off the rip. I'm just gonna, because off the rip the question is sort of like a yes or no question. So mine off the rip, I'm gonna say it did match my expectations because the same thing happened with Modern Warfare 2019 in Warzone, or at least when I got a PC. But I hated the multiplayer on Modern Warfare 2019. Hated it. This was one of the first games where they implemented like skill-based matchmaking, and to the point where it was like, it's not even like, I know Advanced Warfare had it, but everybody had jetpacks. Like, you can't camp in a corner, you can't camp in a building and have an advantage. In a game like Advanced Warfare, you just can't. But with a game like Modern Warfare 2019, time to kill was so fast, the footsteps were so loud, and now you're thrown in these sweaty lobbies, and now you're almost reluctant to push. So then it was just like, all right, I don't want to play this. It used to be 6v6 on these giant maps. The game used to end at like 40 to 25. The time limit would run out, and I'm like, this is the most boring shit I've ever played in my life. I bought a PC, started playing Rebirth. I started learning how to slide cancel. I got me a Battle Beaver, you know what I'm saying? Battle Beaver game, you know what I'm saying? Got a Battle Beaver, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just constant progression because of Warzone. And it made me just play smarter as like a Call of Duty player. Like, sort of like the thing where Shields was saying with Warzone 2 right now. The one thing I feel like Warzone taught me was leverage. Other Call of Duties, I just run around and I just kill people and I just try not to die. But this Call of Duty is one of those Call of Duties where it's like, or Warzone, so to speak, was the main thing was leverage. Like, say, for example, I kill one guy, his whole team's pushing up. I'm not gonna stand at the door and wait for them and try and get a triple kill. Like, no, that's not how it works. I have to get in a better position, down one idiot that runs out, move over here, his team is trying to run out, trying to be the hero and stuff, down him, and then I realize they're all scared by now, so I go full in for the kill. So that's something that it taught me as a Call of Duty player. And then I'm like, okay, so now that I've learned all this stuff from the first Warzone, but I hated the multiplayer, but then liking Warzone made me like the multiplayer a lot more. I'm like, the same thing's gonna happen with Modern Warfare 2. And Lord and behold, the exact same thing happened. I mean, bought Modern Warfare 2, hated playing the multiplayer, it was boring. Everybody just leans around the corners and hides in corners with RPGs. I'm playing Michael Myers half the time because I don't hear no footsteps, then I hear footsteps. It was so many things I didn't like about it. But I told myself, this is the same thing they did with Black Ops 4, and this is the same thing they did with Modern Warfare 2019. The multiplayer is set up as a supporting or almost like an infrastructure for the Battle Royale. Because look at Black Ops 4. What Call of Duty were you able to use body armor in multiplayer? Run around with 200 health? For what? But then it's like, it seems stupid on a multiplayer, in the context of multiplayer, but in Warzone it makes a lot of sense. But it's one of those things where it's like, they put it in there so you get used to it. So when you play the Battle Royale, okay, cool. Same thing with Modern Warfare 2019, right? We went from having ninja perks in every Call of Duty, and this is the one Call of Duty where there's no ninja perks. They were like, why is that the case? But we play Warzone. Imagine playing Warzone and there's no footstep audio. That would be the worst thing ever. So I'm like, okay, this multiplayer sucks, but I'm gonna look at it as, this is setting up the infrastructure for Warzone 2. Warzone 2 drops, I'm like, I know it's going to be the same thing with Modern Warfare 2019, and it is. It matched my expectations. Good and bad. Both of them, all of them, realistically. I knew when I was going to play it, I'm like, alright, this is going to be a lot more fun than the multiplayer. I'm going to try a lot harder than the multiplayer. I already know at one point I'm going to have to go back to the multiplayer and be miserable and try to level up the SCAR, or level up this gun, or level up that gun, or go from the Lockman 762 to the Lockman 556 to the Lockman sub, or go from the cast-off 762 to the 545 to the 74U to the Vaznev. Like, I knew at one point I was going to have to do all that stuff, so. And then I knew proximity chat was going to be a great addition to it. It's going to be something very fun, man. I just knew it was going to be fun. But the one thing I did know that was going to happen was, we can't slide cancel. We don't even move that fast. I'm telling myself I'm going to get held a lot of times, and that's how I'm going to lose games. And what do you know? We spawn in, Blink's got 12, Mikey got 14, I got 10, Shields has 9, and we get held by some guys with bomb drones and RPGs. So I'm like, I knew that was going to happen off, because I'm like, you can't finesse your way out of that. There's no way. You play Rebirth, get shot at from some dude in Narnia, slide left, slide right, hop in the building, you can throw a throwing knife at him, Car 98 snipe him, you know what I'm saying, do whatever, but you can't do that in this game. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that in this game. So I already knew that was gonna happen, man. I already knew that was gonna happen off the rip, so, you know what I'm saying? So, I can't even be mad, because I'm like, this is exactly how the game's gonna operate, and operated the exact same way, both good and in bad aspects of it. So, that's from my expectations. Now for I
thought I was supposed to be the man of many words.
I talked way too much. I realized that.
I thought I was going to write the essay. Boy, you just wrote the essay.
Hey, I talked way too much. I looked at the timer and I'm like, I'm talking too much. I looked at the timer and I'm like, I'm talking too much. Holy shit. I'm talking way too much right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's okay though. It's okay though. That's why I ask everybody else before I go. You know what I'm saying? Ask everybody else, you know what I'm saying, before I go. Now, the next thing, I know it's only been 3 days, right? It's only been 3 days, but it's very hard for you to change your rating drastically in, let's say, like another month or so. Like, let's say, for example, you play a game. There's no way you could say a game's a 2 out of 10 and then a month later it's a 10 out of 10. It's impossible. So I wanted to ask, since we're using that same exact scale, what is everybody's ratings as far as the game so far on a scale from 1 through 10? Start my boy Blinks. Start my boy Blinks.
I'll probably give it like a 6.
Warzone?
Yeah, a 5 or a 6.
Okay. So solid rating. Okay, explain a little bit. I know you basically explained a bit, but you know what I'm saying. Explain a little bit about your rating.
I like the foundation of it. It's got a foundation where it can become once again another big battle royale.
Yeah.
By the moment, it doesn't have. They're not using the foundation that they had from the first Warzone, which they should have. Could they remove the movement? That's all they should have had removed. Nothing else.
Yeah, facts.
At the moment, there's no audio cue. There's no sound. You can't hear footsteps. They removed the movement, and so the TTK is just stupid. You die instantly. No loadout, no perks. There's bugs left, right, and center. It's just issues that shouldn't be a thing. Warzone has been out for 2 years now? 3 years? 2? Those stuff should have been sorted when before the game even dropped. It shouldn't even be happening. So it's that's what made me give it a 5. I like the fundamentals, but as soon as they get the basic that they shouldn't have had the issues with sorted, the game's just going to be another mediocre game.
That's facts. Okay. Mr. Mikey, what you saying right now?
That's a good answer though, Blinks. I like that. I feel like I'm in a similar point with the rating. Like the rating has a lot of potential to be better. I would give it just like a true 7.5. I'd give it again with literally it's every other lobby you load into, you have to back out because the servers are so chalked.
That's very annoying.
And that is very frustrating because it takes 5 minutes to get into the warm-ups. So it's like, the amount of time you're wasting just trying to get into a lobby it adds up if you're trying to play for, if you play for 3 hours or whatever. That plus, like what Blink said, the loadouts, again, there's a number of things that frustrate me, especially with the sound cues, all the above. Like now again, with where the game's at, that's why I give it a 7.5. I think it's got every bit of all the potential with tweaks to the way things are. And when I say with tweaks, I mean like with tweaks in the next week to 2 weeks. Not like let's make the tweaks 7 months from now. Like changes need to happen.
Like do it now. What are we doing here?
Right. Like it's if they're devoting all their attention to this game and to this Warzone, then like the response times needs to be fairly quick, in my opinion. But so but it's got the potential to be like a 9.5, like a very solid 9.5, which is damn near a very damn near a perfect game. In other words, but I'm just speaking specifically on Warzone primarily.
Okay.
So,
wait, Blinks, you said a 6, right? Out of 10?
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
Blink says a 6 out of 10. Mikey said a 7.5 out of 10. So Shields, what is your rating?
Also, I have a question. Before we get to the next thing.
Okay.
After you give your rating ranks,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a question for all three of you guys.
Okay.
So don't make me forget. Don't let me forget.
Gotcha.
So, and it's very relevant to that. So for me, I would say, I'm hovering right with Mikey. I want 7.5. I want to even say 8, and the reason is because I really think this has. Well, there's a lot of potential there as well. But like I said, I enjoy the ability to really have to be tactical in terms of this game. That's why I used to love playing older Battlefield games. And it might be even the theme of what I'm trying to deploy here is having the ability to be as tactical as you can to really. And I mean, there's the TTK thing. It's probably one of the biggest things that they should obviously fix as soon as possible. They're not going to work. They're not really going to change the movement. I know that. The sound bugs, that needs to be fixed. So I would say about 7.5, 8 myself, but I like the space of the map. I like the abilities that you can really work with as a team versus soloing it up. So yeah, 7.5, 8,
okay,
somewhere around there.
7.5, 8, 7.5, 8. Okay, now
I like that.
my rating. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say it's 7 out of 10 just because I can't use a 7 out of 10. Word to Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. I'm not gonna use a 7 out of 10. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say a 6.5 out of 10. Now, The reason why I say that is because, I mean, we're all adults. We all know first impressions mean everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said earlier, it's hard for somebody to rate something a 2 out of 10 and then go to like a 9 out of 10 like a couple months later. That's impossible. It just is. So I said 6.5 out of 10 because, one, partially just because it automatically gets a rating of 4 because it's Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty so much. It just, the concept of it, the guns, the aiming. I mean, I got Control Freak specifically for Call of Duty. I mean, I'm too good at it. I've played Call of Duty too much to not like it. I like the idea of it. I like the map. I like the guns, sound effects, you know what I'm saying, the streets. I kind of like a few of the new additions. I like the addition of backpacks. I also like the vehicles. For some reason, I like the vehicles and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's something new. So that's my point as to why I'm like, okay, I like it so far. The reason why it's not, the thing that brings it down from a 10 to a 6.5 is, I'm somebody who advocated for slide canceling to be removed. I don't want slide canceling anymore. Like, you know how annoying it is to slide cancel around the entire map just to die? It's annoying. So, I'm glad it took out slide canceling. Now, does that mean I want to move like a turtle? No. It's one of these things where it's like the game, the developers do things to where it's like when I do them, or when I see them, I'm like, you guys aren't playing this game. You guys are looking at us like the testers, the beta testers. We are the guinea pigs. Like, for example, I mean, when you have no perks, you tack sprint for a solid 1 second. And that's it. What's the point of having it? What's the point of, just take it out. And you don't even move that much faster. You just have your, I don't even know if it's an actual, like, I don't even know if there's stats for this really, or if it's just a placebo effect. But all I know is, I don't even think you move that much faster tack sprinting. So you're just regular sprinting, playing a sprint simulator for however long, if you don't use vehicles. And half the time when you use vehicles, you get shot by some guys with RPG and buildings and stuff like that. So there's one thing. Also the point that Mikey said, I mean, it's so demotivating to play that game. It takes so long to load up into a match. And then the proximity chat, everybody's calling me a hard R and I didn't even say anything yet. Okay, great. Now I have to mute everybody or else I'm banned from Twitch. And then after I mute everybody, I load in, my player's stuttering and falling. I'm on a 180 ping. We gotta back out. Gotta do it all over again. That's very demotivating. It really is. I feel like losing the game isn't as, like, I'd rather lose like 8 games in a row than to deal with 2 games where I'm lagging. Cause it literally feels like I built up all this anticipation for nothing. So fix the servers, 100%. Definitely increase the TTK. I mean, you get a, I mean, I've seen people die in 3 shots with a Lockman sub to the chest. Full plates. Like 3-plate vest. 3-4 shots with a Lockman. But then I just saw Mikey shoot 12 shots at somebody and damn near lost. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that, I get it. I get it. You want to be realistic, but please take that shit out. Like, please take it out. You know, sometimes I just have an SMG out. Maybe I'm out of AR bullets. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go from 3 bullets to 12 bullets because then I'm emptying half my mag and I have no plates. Like, that's very annoying. So I would definitely say, for me, they just need to increase the sprint speed, increase the TTK. They need to fix the looting because it's very complicated. I don't know why you don't automatically pick up ammo that's on the ground. Why do I have to go to it, lay prone, turn in this direction, spam square until I finally get the freaking 30 AR bullets? Like, just let me automatically get it. You know what I'm saying?
Started, bro.
It's very weird. And it's just like, I like the addition of backpacks, but I just feel like they were a little lazy with it. Like, you can carry 2 self-reses plus a self-res gun. Why? Why? so I go down 3 times and I'm the last guy alive. Like, why? Like, oh, that's gonna be different. So no point of that. So it's certain things where it's just like, I look at this and I'm like, you guys clearly didn't play this game before you implemented this. So I'm like, until y'all start playing the game a little more and then you say, oh, we need to do this some more. Then I'm like, okay, y'all would realize this doesn't work, that doesn't work, this doesn't work, that doesn't work for this reason. So I definitely would say it's a 6.5 for me. It could definitely go to an 8. With some more implementations, you know what I'm saying? Especially the 2 for me are increase the movement speed, increase TTK. They need to do those things. Shields, you had a question for everybody. I remembered it. What is the question you have for all of the guests on this panel?
It's 3 tiered. All right, I'm gonna go Blinks, and I'm gonna go Blinks, Mikey, you.
Okay.
Let's keep this very just the rating, just a rating.
Okay.
All right, Blinks. Caldera, 1 out of 10.
I didn't play that much. I only played one game when my PS4 was about to blow up, so I couldn't play on it.
So for that one game, for that one
But
game,
you know what? If I played it and my PS4 can handle it, I'll probably give it about 5.
Okay. All right, Rebirth Island.
10.
All right. Did you play Verdansk?
And I'm talking about OG Rebirth. OG Rebirth, I preferred OG Rebirth. The first OG Rebirth, man.
Did you play
That was a
Verdansk?
good one. Yeah, I paid for that. I'll give Verdansk a 8-9.
Okay. Mikey, Caldera.
Caldera.
Yeah.
Like which
Yeah.
Caldera?
Yeah.
Like
Caldera.
the first Caldera?
No,
Caldera.
Shit. Look, like the beginning Caldera was terrible. Like,
Yeah,
it
like,
was
Caldera.
terrible.
we talking.
Caldera,
Okay,
the whole-
Okay, so
with everything
overall.
entirely
Overall
in one.
body of work. Caldera.
Okay.
Simply because of the movement, and the movement, it was still the same movement and whatnot, mechanics from OG Warzone and as Rebirth. So because of that, I will give it a 6.5. If it wasn't for the movement, like say we had Caldera with this game, that with the movement that we have right now, I'd give it like a 3. But okay, so yeah, I'll say 6.5. Simply because the movement, the looting system was the same. I could get loadouts. I could drop loadouts. I could, like all the above.
Okay, so
yeah.
Rebirth Island.
Rebirth Island, I'm going to give like a 9.7, 9.8.
Okay.
About as high as it gets.
Verdansk.
Verdansk, I will give dude, Verdansk, I give it a 10. Literally, there's no other that I wouldn't give out. A 10 is like something I don't think I'll ever give out to anything else again. And that is the only 10 I'll give you right there is Verdansk. And and yeah, and a full on 10. And I'll die by that shit.
All right, ranks Caldera.
I'm gonna give a short explanation. I'm gonna take out the consideration of the fact of the Modern Warfare 2019 engine. I'm going to take out anything that is synonymous between all the other maps, aka movement, guns, loadouts, kill streaks. Take out all that shit. If we're talking about the map as is, I'm talking about everything
I'm
overall.
talking about playing. No, I'm just talking about playing the game, playing Caldera.
Okay, 4 out of 10. It was broken as shit, terrible at the beginning. It got somewhat better overall at the end. 4 out of 10.
Rebirth Island.
10 out of 10. No explanation. It changed the game for everything. 10 out of 10.
Verdansk.
7 out of 10. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't like Verdansk that much. I don't.
This guy.
No, I give it a 7 because the design's great. But I can't.
7?
But look. I am a public match Call of Duty player at heart. I just love.
You're not a BR player.
I love spinning back.
I
love spinning back on Rebirth. And
Max is not a BR player. Yeah.
I love spinning back on people, man.
Listen, we need to put in bold there. This rating, his Verdansk rating, is coming from a person that doesn't like BRs in general.
Mm-hmm, in general, I like Call of Duty a lot.
Star note that we're gonna put in there next.
That's most people, though.
Yeah, facts.
Shields, so your answer.
Yeah, Shields. I didn't know your answer. All right, off the rip, Caldera.
5.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Okay.
No explanation, just 5.
Okay, that's solid rating.
Solid rating.
Rebirth.
9.5.
Nice.
Verdansk.
Specifically, the first W you ever got.
7.5.
Damn, bro.
Hey, I'm not.
It's too big. The map's too big.
Thank you.
Verdansk.
Thank you. It's a giant ass map.
And you think Al Mazrah is a good size? Al Mazrah is much bigger than Verdansk.
It's different movement though. Like,
dude,
it's slower.
Listen,
it's built for a bigger map.
Nobody. I'm not. You have your own right to your answers. I think Verdansk. The one thing about Verdansk was the map was one of the best things that brought everybody together was the map. If you ask me, but I don't know. I feel like Al Mazrah is big. I feel like that is a very
we're not judging
big
on map size. That's not the determination of ranking. No, but I would say Verdansk I didn't like playing with that movement and that size of map. Did not max. If it was slower, if it was, it's weird. I think if it had the movement, I think it would be about the same. I rated like 8. I think 7.58 for this Warzone 2. If Verdansk had the same movement, not the 2019 engine movement, it could probably stay the same rating, 7.58.
So you prefer? Man, that's an answer I haven't heard before. So you'd almost prefer Verdansk with the current movement, so to speak. Now,
no, I'm just saying it would probably be about the same rating.
Okay. Because the thing with me,
you don't really like prefer one or the other.
No.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
But I said Rebirth 9.5. So
I mean, Rebirth is. I mean,
I like
Rebirth is
speed.
goated.
I think you're talking about
like
the pace
speed.
of play. Yeah,
speed.
I don't like having. I'm sorry. I don't like playing. It's what we have, so you have to deal with it. But I don't like playing a 62-minute game when I could play 3 games in that time period.
Well,
it's about the supply you give me and what I can do out of it.
Welcome to Warzone 2. And I definitely second that. But the one thing that I think the one thing I'm going to say on that, and it goes into my answer as well, is Verdansk, the time of the game from start to finish, I think it was spot on in my opinion, 1. But 2, I see where you're getting at. And the thing that I think that I want to mention on that topic is that even though the games lasted a little bit longer, listen, if there was only one out of your 4 team alive, and you were playing with your 3 boys, which was pretty much all of my games, I was playing with a squad of 4. And you were the only one alive. You were able to get the homies back. It was the vibes. Like you could kick it. You could do a most want and get in a chopper. You could, do a scav and get the boys back. Like and it was all like proper timing in the sense that by the time you got the boys back, like the game wasn't already over, 1, and 2, the game like was coming to the close by the time you got the boys back. Like the gulag, I think was 10 out of 10. You had 1v1. Yeah. They changed the gulag locations, changed the gulag maps, which I thought was a great focus. They updated the maps in different areas. Downtown changed, the stadium changed. Like the cars were good. I don't know. I think it was, but yeah, I don't want to get back into my thoughts. But, yeah.
I like that Shields asked that question because literally the next question is regarding the new map design or Al Mazrah, the map design. All right. Now, when I ask everybody this question, right, it's going to be 1 pro and 1 con. There's just one thing you could say positively about the map and one thing that you could say negatively about the map. And we're going to try to keep this somewhat confined because I'm going to go on a tangent. I need to stop going on tangents. I need to stop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to start capping you at a minute and you start capping anybody else at a minute.
Okay, bet.
We all have a minute under 60 seconds for our answers.
All right, bet for sure. All right. Do we actually want to do a time for this? We can actually do a time for this.
For everything, though, from here till the end,
Okay. It's easy for me.
Okay. We'll start with Blinks. 1 pro and 1 con. Go.
That's a hard question. I don't know. Pros, I like how they introduced different maps. So like you got High Rise in here, you got Corey, you got all these OG maps, and they added it. I love that part. Mm-hmm. Cons, you can't get around the map quick enough. The cons is not that great in my opinion. It doesn't turn. It really doesn't turn. It's slow. The helicopters are so slow as well. It's just terrible. You can't get around the map quick enough. That's my pros and cons about it. Also, UAVs dies out too quick in my opinion.
It's way too fast.
Way too fast. And the radius on it is too short, too small. Mm-hmm. It doesn't reach anywhere. It's just
for such a big map, it's small.
It's just minor tweaks needed as always. But yeah, those are my pros and cons so far about the map itself.
Okay, my boy took 49 seconds. 49 seconds. It's pretty solid.
Nice.
All right, Mr. Mikey. Right, 1 pro, 1 con. Go.
My 1 pro would definitely be my 1 pro would be dang, I ain't got nothing. No. Okay, my 1 pro, I just wasted 20 seconds. Is the layout of the map. I like the cities. I really do like that. And then my one con I would say is the expanse of the map. If I want to get from the city to the port or something, like I don't even know how to get there. 1 and 2, there's no like quick way to do it. So yeah, I would say that, and I feel like, yeah, I'll just leave with that.
Okay. Hey, yeah, he actually took 1 second less than Blinks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, Shields.
Let's figure what speed's like.
1 pro and 1 con from our Mouser. Go.
So the pros obviously have to go with the different maps that are included in the map itself. The relatability of that, having like, okay, I can go quarry, I can go airport, I can go cemetery, etc., etc. I think that's really important. And also another pro would be actually the train, how it moves on the map. I think some cons would actually be adding in a little bit more in terms of vehicle types into the map. I think that would be really fun to see. Maybe some, really be cool. I don't know if I've seen this yet, but zip lines, that'd be really cool. See some zip lines across the way.
That would be kind of fire. Zip lines or redeploys.
That's it.
Yes, or redeploys.
When you mean by zip lines, you mean like redeploy type zip lines or actually zip lines?
Little pathfinders.
Like building to building?
Oh, building to building. Yeah, that would be it, yeah.
No,
especially
I mean,
in
like city to city?
The city itself, yeah. From building to building, that would be
dude.
bad.
Or it could be like some like subway zip lines to where like
now you see the top between the 2 big buildings in the center of the map.
Yeah. Just something. Yeah.
Just something to help
like
the movement around.
Yeah, or redeploy, something along those lines.
Okay.
Good answer, Shield.
Good answer.
Right?
You took 39 seconds flat on the dot.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna record myself. See, it's kind of funny.
I got your timer going. It already started.
Wait, what? No, it's gotta be. You gotta say go and then I go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say go and then I go.
All right. I go.
Okay, so
one pro, one con.
Okay, so off the rip, the 1 pro I have for the map. I mean, the map design is beautiful. I like the map. The different buildings. I love it. Just the design of it. The fact that there's water, you can swim in the water. The lighting on it. You know what I'm saying? Because the Sonic out there was blinding. This is tolerable. Cons. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I mean, there's no money on the map. I don't know why there's no money on the map. I walk into a building, I open a cash register, it's $100 in there. This business was making no money. They're going bankrupt. What is this shit? The next thing, off the rip, the vehicles, half the vehicles suck. The only vehicle that's really good is the electrical Hummer. The helicopters are stupid. I don't know. They're on autopilot half the time. The other thing, also is just the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything costs way too much in comparison to how much money you get. Those are my cons. I'll be honest. Those are my cons.
Nice.
For sure.
Ones. 51 seconds on the nose.
I knew I was going to be the longest. I just knew I was going to be the longest.
Hey,
man.
That was good though. And you know what? Both of your pros and your cons, I second those because I back yours.
Hell yeah. For sure. Now the next thing, it's not exactly a question, but it's sort of like a topic I want to talk about. It's proximity chat. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, I've heard some funny things in proximity chat. You know what I'm saying? The funniest thing to me is like, whenever you're walking up on the squad, you hear, "Hey man, I'm collecting loot." You come in there, you press the push talk button. Y'all know you're about to die, right? Like, man, who the fuck talking, man? Like, man, we about to shoot your ass, man. Show where you at, bro.
Right. You think I don't see you opening that window, boy?
And then they run from the window. I swear, that shit is so funny. I literally love prox, man. I remember
literally today on stream, I had a 1v1. There was a solo, and he was like, "Oh, I'm here on a friendly," and then we just 1v1 box, just fighting.
Really?
Yeah.
As flyers, see, you can do stuff like that now.
Yeah, it was too late.
Like, you know what's also crazy though? You know how many times we did stuff like that on Rebirth without proximity chat? Like, you just go up to somebody, crouch up and down, you drop all your guns, and you just
and don't kill him.
And then his teammate just like once he shoots the RPG or he throws like a nade or he shoots the gun, y'all both just get to boxing and stuff. I love it, man. I love it.
Did that without proximity, man. Now we got the chat at least.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like I'm falling in the sky and I just hear the hard R over and over again. Like, well, in the pregame lobby, I don't think it should be in the pregame lobby for him, to be very honest with you. But in the game, it's I love it. It's fun. It's very funny. I remember one time, I was watching Lucky earlier today. And then Lucky was like, "Yo, I'm about to hit the bot station. I'm about to buy one of the teammates back." And the dude says, "Hey, you just heard that? He's about to go to the bot station and buy the teammate back." leans at the window, shoots him, and he's like, wait, what? I'm like, oh, he just got finesse. And then look, he's just standing over his body talking shit as he's self-resing. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing, bro. I would lose my shit if it was for that, man. For sure. That is... I love procs, man. I love proc shit. I love proc shit.
That's the only thing that's keeping Warzone 2 alive right now, in my opinion.
It's
that's
so...
probably what it is.
So fun. Because it adds to that, the sort of like randomness you get, the variation in experiences.
Kind of brings the OG times back, like pre-game lobbies, like in Modern Warfare 2 days when you used to talk between games. Yeah, it kind of brings that type of vibe too.
It used to be the funniest thing, man.
Yeah, and like I don't know, but I love proc chat. But yeah, like if you add proc chat in plus like the rebirth movement or like something like that, like. Or like at least give us loadouts and make the looting system a little bit better. Dude, the game would be in such a good place. Holy hell.
A perfect place, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Such a good place.
Honestly, movement isn't all for me. Bunny hopping must have stayed in it. I think bunny hopping out of everything had to stay in. But side cancelling, I don't mind it.
See, I feel you on that. I don't hate that they moved. I just don't like that they completely got rid of sliding altogether. And yeah, like your slide now is pretty much non-existent. Like
it should let us ADS and shoot while sliding.
At least something like
I'll slide.
Be able to be tactical and use a slide if I need to. Yeah,
that low key will be fire. Imagine like sliding in and the kill cam is dum as and sliding shit in slow motion. That'd be fire.
They need to sort out. It's just minor tweaks like that will change the whole game.
Yeah, exactly.
Just change it.
That's why it's got so much potential, man. Like. But yeah,
them little aspects just to be able to finesse, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I get it. I get that I was supposed to have better leverage and shit at the top of that building, but can I like just a little leeway, man? You know what I'm saying? Like in Rebirth,
of something, yeah.
In Rebirth, you just make so many dumb decisions. You get out of them slide cancel left and right, back and forth. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I swear.
The other thing I would say, and it's kind of off topic, but like. I really liked how they had perks like that you could find on the ground. I really liked that.
I don't know why they took that out. That was
they really added. Good. Yeah, that was a later addition, and I thought that was really cool and really good.
Definitely.
And then the other thing too, and I don't hate it that it's not in, but like stems really did help with that being able to finesse.
Next update, they might be changing that. They might be. You see when you're in a zone when you stem. He doesn't heal you up. Apparently, you will start.
Okay. Well, that and I feel like maybe a little bit of a movement buff. Like when you stem, like I get when stems are like OP. Like I get that's like a crazy movement slide. But when they nerfed it and then they came back and went with the medium, I think the medium would be so awesome to have, even if it's like a less amount of.
Like a 3-second sprint speed,
something,
like a 5-second thing, just like so you can run quicker,
Especially with like the gas and how hard the gas hits now, like those and it's
pretty
big
quick,
difference.
to be honest.
It is.
That's literally
it catches you. It's like
That's literally why I was saying they need to increase the movement speed because, bro, you can't outrun the gas for shit. If the gas creeping up on you, just. Yeah, sprint simulator. Just run like an idiot. Just keep running. And I'm like it's things like that just allow you to. I get it. It's not logical, but it's a video game. You know what I'm saying? Those little adjustments just make it more fun. Like in real life, if a fucking giant gas storm is behind me, I'm not gonna slide, obviously, because it's real life. But I don't want to play 100% a real life simulator in a video game. You know what I'm saying? Let me slide a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me dolphin dive.
I got
an
adrenaline shot. I'm gonna hit myself with that shit, like and get missing.
That'd be real.
Fucking Octane,
Exactly, bro.
Get to running this shit.
It's gonna be real. Since when has Call of Duty been real? What's the point of being it real now?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It's never been known for being realistic.
Exactly. It should be a merger of both. That's what like the slide and stuff like that. Like it's got to be a merger of both. Like I get it. You can't make it all one way or the other. That's what Call of Duty's benefit is. And I feel like they're trying to push it towards the more reality side. And it's like, listen, we're playing a game because it's a game, you know, like we enjoy the parts that make it a little bit like I can jump off this roof without taking damage, you know, like it's, I get it's a little bit far for me if I'm in real life, you know, but I'm not doing it in real life. I'm doing it in the game. You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah,
like bro, like it was certain Call of Duties, bro. We were gold talking robots with miniguns coming out of our arms, with jetpacks sprinting and warring across the map. That's not realistic. So why do you want to bring it now? Like, why are you doing it now? Why are you doing it now, man? Why are you doing it now, man?
And with the cars too, it's like, why do you got to bring in like actual cars that we would find in like there? Like, give me the Doom buggy, the 4-wheeler, the beefed up Bertha. And then the ease of the buy station too drives me mad, man. Like Blinks was talking, and I were talking about it too.
Station is stupid,
to where it's like
they shouldn't have changed it.
I get adding different components to the buy, but I think it could be just like a left side and a right side. Left side's gear, right side's your guns. Bang! I can get in, click something, and get out.
Yeah, I mean, like even Warzone 1
system frustrates me.
Even Warzone 1, y'all fast those, whatever. You know, whenever like you really need to get your teammate back, and you're just like, hold on,
bang, bang,
3,
bro. You
2,
could literally
run back. You know what I'm saying?
Past the buy and have them back in the sky and moving forward. Like
no one know what happened.
Buying teammates, buying teammates is not hard. It's just XX.
Yeah.
But like this, if you want to buy a gun, like if you're on mouse and keys, pretty quick. But for a controller play, it would take much longer, which sucks.
And you gotta find it. You know what I'm saying? They're all kind of small. You know what I'm saying? You gotta press it, and then you gotta go down to the right to get the UAV. Like, come on,
you
man.
should just keep it the default from Warzone 1. It's just 10 times easier.
I don't know why they changed it. It was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. These minor tweaks that they did,
yeah.
think it'll be better. It just made it worse.
Yeah,
worse. You know what I'm saying?
So much worse.
Shields, what's on your mind?
Shields, what's on your mind?
So the proximity chat question. That's what we were.
Yup.
So I think it's funny. I think it's really cool. The ability, you can literally play music. Literally, you can play music before you kill your enemies.
And you should give me a video idea. I'm about to do that.
I've seen that already on
What's
TikTok.
his name?
Like 10
Exxon
times.
or whatever his name was. He always sings before when he's killing someone, innit? And then people around him can hear it, and it's funny.
actual music or something going through the mic. And I think it's pretty funny.
Distract them.
It's very much like
you can even get them to sing it with you or something like that for content. So that's a good idea for
like
content.
in Manny's stream, how he gets the voice changers, man.
Yeah,
you could do some funny stuff with that.
You really pull some funny shit off with that, man. That'd be crazy.
To me, man's gonna bring so much more content.
That'd be crazy, man. Show for show. Last question I got is something that we kind of already answered, but I still want to ask it anyways. Do y'all think there is anything specifically that is... Y'all basically already answered this, but do y'all think there's anything exactly missing from this game that you're like, this thing is like, it doesn't feel right because there's not this? Just one thing out of each person, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
That's like the unique part of Warzone. Just load up.
100%.
Load up some perks.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Absolutely. I second that. I'd also probably say, I'd probably say contracts and the amount of contracts available. Like scavengers, recons. Like, nobody really, planned on doing those, but they gave you good money. They had good reason for doing them. And there was a lot of them throughout the map. We see very rare contracts now. They're tough to find. And even when you do find one, it's like a small cell phone in this corner of a room, and it doesn't even tell you what level it's on, things like that. So I would say like contracts is another big part of Warzone. Like that's missing. That and definitely loadouts.
Okay. Mr. Shields. One thing that you feel is missing. The void that needs to be filled.
So I have two. First, I already said zip lines, but second, follow the game of the year in 2018. Just Red Dead Redemption 2. Add some wildlife. I mean, we're in this huge desert / oasis.
Bro, imagine you're on horses, bro.
I mean, well, not even horses. I mean, like, imagine you're hunkered down in near these rocks, and they get to deal with a fucking rattlesnake, and that rattlesnake can knock off a plate.
Oh,
I mean, imagine. Yeah, I mean, look, be creative. You have some mountain lions.
Well, here we go.
That's
not like COD type vibe.
No, but it'd be interesting. It'd be people to play. If you add variables to your game, it gives the possibility for more people to join in.
You know what Shields brought that idea? You know what I just instantly thought of? Imagine it's a 1v1 and you're like, dude, where the fuck is this guy at? All you hear is, get this fucking mountain lion off of me! You look over the ledge, he's just running from a mountain lion and it's just cocking his ass.
I mean, you have these look, you have these dumbass characters.
Mountain lion.
Like, you have these dumbass characters that you introduced to Caldera, like, last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why not actually have, like, these little entities, like how you see in GTA?
Yeah, they have NPCs. Why not animals? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, it has to be, it can be subtle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to, like, really think about it. It can just be subtle.
Yeah, there could only be, there could maybe be one or two of them throughout the whole map. It doesn't have
No.
to
I would say there would be a lot of them throughout the map, but, like, it's subtle. It's not like it's a boss.
I think the one thing comes to mind there is Crumpus, bro.
That's so stupid. That is so stupid.
Krampus was the worst edition ever, bro.
What a waste of space in my hard drive to have that.
But
that was a fat ass update too.
Like, you know how frustrating Crumpus was when you were fighting a team? Like,
that's so stupid. Like,
yeah. All you hear is, "Hey, can I get some comms?" All you hear is, you're like, "Oh fuck, I gotta move positions again." And it's
fight a team,
and it's like he gives away your position like crazy, bro. Like, why?
Yeah. And it was like, bro, like it was every single game you ran into Crumpus.
If it was periodically, it would have been better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if there's maybe 1 to 2, I don't know, but you know, to where I don't have to like run into them every game, but it is
like
replicating. If you want to add like some reality things, add things like that. You know, like we can work with stuff like that.
Hey, Crumpus, that's so stupid.
Fuck Crumpus. Fuck that guy.
Literally.
What a waste! Like literally, like you're not even playing Call of Duty at that point. You're playing like this little mini game.
Oh, believe me, I know.
It's a waste.
That was a giant update too. That's what Mikey just pointed out. That was a big ass update just to have this fucking hairy werewolf on fucking on
the best they could come up with.
That is the best they could come up with.
That was as bad as anything I'd ever seen.
Like you can't drop. I mean, dropping a juggernaut from the helicopter would have been a smarter idea. Like a third party, not like a mythical being.
And that was one of the things to where, bro, like 100% of the community hated that. There wasn't a single person out there that enjoyed Crumpus's.
Did anybody like Krampus? Krampus, whatever the hell his name is. Is there somebody out there on this planet that likes him? And you're listening to this podcast.
I did not once see somebody or hear of anybody or see anything on social media of somebody saying, "Oh, this was awesome." Mm-hmm. It was all like, even all my randoms that I got, I had a lot of randoms loading into that map. Mm-hmm. Nobody enjoyed that I found.
Just want to say, if you're listening to this podcast and you generally enjoy the Krampus, feel free to send your address to my Instagram at rankshtx. I will
jump off a building.
I will take your address. I will swat you for every day of your life until you die because you need to be wiped off the planet. There's something wrong with you. I don't know why you like that. Like for what reason do you like it? What reason do you like it? Oh, I like having some dude moan in my ear and punch me in the back of the head or trying to freaking
non-existent human right now.
Yeah, like
tell me what?
like
what about it did you like? Damn it!
What did you like, man? What?
Tell me right now, boy.
Please, I need a valid reason, bro. If you give me a valid reason, DM me on Instagram at rankshtx. I'm sending the cops to your crib. I don't care what your reason is.
I'm sending Homeland. Overnight.
Homeless. I'm sending the Navy SEALs, boy. Yep. Helicopters and fighter jets, all types of shit, boy. Mine. It's mine. One thing that it's missing to me. That's kind of hard because I need one thing. I don't want to say multiple things. I need one thing.
1 or 2 is fine.
I'm just. I'm a second what Blink said. With the loadouts, that is what made Warzone blow up in the first place. It was those loadouts, man. When everybody had their loadouts, it was like, you know what I'm saying? This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in control now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just gave you that extra bit of confidence because I'm running around with this green MP5 and this gray common Marco with iron sights. But then I go from that shit to you know what I'm saying? Little MP40 with tracers or something like that, or maybe OTS with tracers, a little C58 build, Plague Diamond, Pink Diamond, maybe DM Ultra, Dark Ether, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just gives you that extra bit of confidence. You know what I'm saying? So that I second that. And the thing with me, because I'm gonna keep saying this, man, my favorite Call of Duty of all time is Black Ops 3. And the reason why is the game needs just a little bit of movement finesse, man. I don't want, I'm going to say something contradictory. Take out sliding period. The sliding in this game is pointless. It's just like tack sprinting. What's the point of it? There's no point. Just take it out. So take it out. Increase the movement speed. Let me bunny hop a little bit. Let me change directions a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something. Cause you could be, bro, I play MW3. You can B-hop in that game. If they give me the B-hops in Modern Warfare 3, perfectly fine, man. Like, it's just, like, that extra bit of just, I can do this to get out of this situation. Like, it's not like, oh, I see two guys and, oh, fuck, I'm hopeless. What do I do now? Like, that's literally how I feel when I see more than one person on this game. Just, oh, what do I do now? I'm dead. And if they're stacked together, I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? So I just need that little extra bit of movement finesse just to get out of those situations. Like, cause yes, I get it. Will I do this in real life? No, but that's the reason why I'm a fucking streamer and not a Navy SEAL soldier, okay? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that in real life. If I wanted to, I would have go and listen and do that. And you don't even do that in real life anyway. So that's the point I'm saying. They just need that little bit of it, man. A little bit of movement finesse. I need to feel confident when I'm walking around the map.
Even when you're playing, you can't even run when you play. You
can't open doors.
You can't open doors. You can't go through windows. You can't do. It's just terrible. That's literally the way you just die. You just get corner open. Can't do anything.
Oh my gosh. Oops. I got caught walking. Oh no. Like that's what I just feel like a fucking idiot. Like, you know, it's like I feel like an idiot for playing. I feel like an idiot for doing anything besides, I don't know, man. Yeah. Instead of aiming a gun and shooting.
You can't even ego chow either because you just get melted. You can't do shit. You just get melted. You have free, bro. Remember when we were playing with yesterday? We were playing and Mikey got one shot by that shotgun when he had 3 plates on.
No, that was the random that did.
Yeah, or was it the random?
Dude, yeah, Mikey, you didn't see it, dude. You know that win we got, bro? The random got he got flicked shotgun to the head.
The win when I got down to a 1v1 and clutch that shit up. Fucking me.
Yeah, bro. Right before your teammate died, bro, he got flick headshot with a shotgun. One shot, 3 plates, 4 plates, instant dead. I was like, I literally was on stream like,
damn.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Like what? That's real? Like it was insanity, bro. That was complete insanity. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what you would. Oh, I could tell because you like y'all knew exactly where that last dude was.
Mm-hmm.
When it got down to a 1v1, you're like, oh, he's over where the teammate was. I was like, I bet. And you're like, shotgun.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
He came out that building, and I started frying him, and he just laid down because he probably only had shotgun, and I don't know what his other gun was, but he couldn't get it out at the time. By the time he got.
Sounds like a skill issue for that boy.
Sounds like he need to go back to the
like a skill issue to me.
Take that second place, go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the fucking drawing board on some Lester GTA high shit. All stickers and shit like that. What the fuck we do now? Oh, me,
what
man. What do we do now, man? All right, man. To everybody who is here, does anybody have any last thoughts? Anything that I want to tell any listeners who are listening to this episode? Last thoughts.
The NPCs in the game are stupid as well.
They need to take them out. I don't know. They don't benefit anything.
You get down, they'll finish you. It's stupid. They finish you. Makes no sense. They'll literally pull out a pistol and finish you. It's stupid.
I've never ran into that. Imagine yourself and the dude just like some IRL shit, bro.
Oh man,
that's so disrespectful, bro.
And they're spawning too much. Too many spawns in.
Yeah, way too many spawning.
Too many. It's literally 2 helicopters comes in, or it's like 1 helicopter, but you see like 10 of them come out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just stupid. Too many.
It's crazy, man. I will also point out to anybody who is listening to this podcast, we're approaching the end of the podcast. I do want to point out this is being recorded 3 days after the release of Warzone 2. Or will our opinions change? Will they update the game? 100%. Of course they will. But this is a recording in a specific time period of life. This is captured at a specific time. At one point, this will be the past. At one point, it was the present. At one point, it will be the past. So, will they add stuff in the game? Yes. Will our opinions change? Yes. Will our ratings change? Probably. I will be honest. They will have updates. I mean, we couldn't even play with our friends the first day of this shit. Let's be honest. Now we can. So, like I said, man, this is sort of like our talk a little soapbox of Warzone, you know what I'm saying? Side chat, you know what I'm saying? A little fireside chat, you know what I'm saying? 3 days after the release of Warzone 2. So we will see what Warzone has in store for the future. Once again, it is your host, Ranks HTX. We are here with the One Shot Podcast. I got my boy Blinks above me. And to the right of Blinks, we got Mikey. And below Mikey, we got Shields.
No bait.
wait,
Go ahead, continue. Sorry. Excuse my interruption.
Why did I have a feel? Wait. Did it have anything to do with who I think you're about to say? Oh my god!
All I had to do was start with the first letter and I just continue.
I already knew what he was gonna say. Finzi, if you listen to this, hey, prepare some more band terms. I'm just saying, prepare some more. You know what I'm saying? Prepare some more, man. But once again, to everybody who's listening, I appreciate everybody for tuning into this episode of the One Shot Podcast. Make sure to follow Team Havoc on all our social media platforms. Team Havoc on Instagram. Check out our website, teamhavoc.gg. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at the One Shot Havoc Twitter. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, on Apple Music, and every other platform that you could possibly think of to post podcast episodes on. Make sure, once again, go to tryhavocenergy.com. Havoc Energy, we're now having free shipping, and if you use code HAVOC, it is how much percent off, Shields? 10% off. So you get 10% off and you get free shipping for the greatest energy supplement that I've had in the world. I am not saying this because this is the energy supplement that I've had and this is the one that I'm selling. I'm saying this because this actually is one of the best energy supplements I've had in my life. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in. Any last words for everybody as we send everybody off?
We need animals.
Yeah, Lil Baby mid.
He's top 3, Mikey. Stop being in denial.
He top 3, man. He top 3.
3 words. Lil Baby mid.
Kodak sucks, Mikey.
Oh, we might need to end the podcast.
Kodak is like not even top 50 active.
Yo, he went there.
I mean, you probably take Lil Yachty behind Kodak.
I mean, no, literally, this is the definition of fighting words. 1. And 2, you have just eradicated your right to an opinion with those statements. Out the window.
Yeah, I like being able to understand the
you
person.
better be prepared to go to war over that.
And the shots of a throw, ladies and gentlemen. We want to beef about this some more. Catch up on the next episode. Catch y'all. Peace.